Shelley Craft has denied claims that the Block 2022 auctions were fake after a property expert suggested the drama-filled finale was all for publicity. The 18th season saw just 2 of the made-over properties sell at auction, with the others failing to surpass the astronomical reserve prices of $4,080,000. While one real estate expert recently claimed the block buyers only purchased the contestants' homes for an ego boost, Shelley said the sales are as real as it gets. That's the beauty of the block being a reality TV show, she told the Daily Mail Australia. Once the train leaves the station, we really have to just sit back and watch like the rest of Australia, which is hard to do. Let me tell you, the block co-host then weighed in on why viewers tend to see the same bidders, or buyers advocates, every year on auction day. As you can see, a lot of the potential buyers use buyers advocates because they don't want to be on television, Shelley said. So, we obviously had some frenzied bidders on House 5, Omar Slamankal and Oz Malik, this year. That's what you need. You need at least 2 giants to go toe-to-toe to make a great auction. She continued, if you don't have any other bidders in the room. It's a very slow room, and it's a very quiet room, as we saw in the other houses. Multimillionaire Danny Wallace nabbed 3 of the block houses on November 5. Meanwhile, young entrepreneur Adrian Portelli purchased another in the ensuing days. However, real estate guru Chris Bellasini doesn't think they had the purest of intentions when buying the properties. Real estate expert Chris Bellasini says the block auctions were all for publicity. Chatting with Now to Love after the auctions, Chris said the block producers lost touch with reality, and set the blockheads up for failure when setting the reserve prices. According to Chris, the trio of homes sold on auction day were at inflated prices, and didn't reflect the reality of the property market. He then suggested that the block buyers only purchased properties on the day to feed into their public profiles. These sales weren't real, Chris admitted. 3 were sold to Danny for his ego and the 4th to Adrian to promote his business ventures. As such, the only remaining house, which belongs to Dylan Adams and Jenny Heath, will unlikely be sold unless its price is dropped well below the $4.08 million reserve. It just comes down to at what point in time will Channel 9 and the vendors are happy to cut their losses and accept a price well below what they originally wanted. Want even more goss? Listen to episode 232 of the So Dramatic podcast with Megan Pustetto below. Know something that we don't? Spill the tea here, get the tea first. Follow So Dramatic on Instagram and tune in on Tuesdays to get your reality tea fix with the So Dramatic podcast with Megan Pustetto. Indy Brummelin November 25, 2022. Indy Brummelin. Indy is a junior digital content producer who spends her days delving into the good, the bad and the ugly of reality TV. When she's not on the clock, you can find her binging TV thrillers on Netflix and dancing around the kitchen to Elton John. Favorite reality TV show, Beauty and the Geek. Most iconic reality TV star, Abby, I'm a Gemini. Chatfield, BATG's Lachie Mansell comes in a close second.